This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Premier Ultralight made by Bullet, and the model number is 23RB. So this is a how-to video, not a walkthrough video. So I'm just going to show you how some of the features work. First of all, you have power stabilizer jacks. I'll show you when we get to the switch. The front and the rear both have power stabilizers. You got an outside kitchen here with a refrigerator, and you have a 2-burner cooktop here, along with a quick connect LP line that you plug in right under here to get LP to the system. You have running water here. Okay. All right. So as I move down forward, you have power right there, of course, and you have your water heater right here. So this works on both gas and electric. The drain plug is right here, 1:16 6-point socket to drain it. The switches to operate it are inside. I'll show you where they are when we get in there. Just remember, if you drain the water heater, you always have to refill it before you turn it on. Never run it dry or you'll damage it, okay? That's important, of course. You have a power awning with LEDs. You have 2 outside speakers here. That's your furnace vent there. Let's see what else we have. See if I can do this with one hand. Nope. Nope. Let me try it again. Oh, I got to turn the camera here. Okay. Sorry about that. So, this is your sprayer here. There will be a spray port to plug that into. I'll show you that when we get there. This is a 3/4 inch hex crank. Okay, I guess I can do this here, huh? Okay. So as we come around this way, you have a deep cycle marine battery, 2 LP tanks with an automatic changeover regulator, which are full. Your power tongue jack has a hitch light, plus up and down, of course. Now you saw that 3/4 inch crank. If this happens to fail for any reason at all, it stops working, you can pull this plug right out of here, this rubber plug. You can put that 3/4 inch crank on there, and you can crank it manually if you need to. So it's really convenient. This, I don't know if you can see it right there. That's the kill switch for the battery. So if you want to shut the battery off, you just turn that to the off position. Okay, see if I can get it one-handed again. Nope, let me turn the camera. Okay. So, now, this is just your dump hose. This is a reducer for your power cord. This is your solar controller, right? So, you have a solar panel on the roof. In order to operate this solar controller, you have to download the app. So, I think it's Victron Energy. You'll find it. You can scan that code there, and it'll take you right to the app. But once you get the app, it'll show you everything that this sees and everything it does. So it'll be telling you how many volts are in your system, how many amps are being gained by the sun. It gives you a history of it, so it tells you everything. But you have to download the app for that. Okay. That's the solar controller. Now, these are the power stabilizer switches I told you about, front and rear. Okay, one switch controls both front, the other switch controls both rear. That sprayer connects right there, and then you have valves for bypassing the water heater, for winterizing, right? You have your city water hookup right here. So if you want to, if you have city water, you just hook it right to there and you're all set. It's the most common way to get water to the trailer. If you're camping, boondocking, or someplace where you don't have city water, you can pre-fill the fresh water tank right here and use the onboard pump to pump it. Everything will work as though you had city water, just be pumping from the tank. So you can do that also. This is a black tank flush here. So if you want to, after you dump your black tank, the valves are, here's some valves here. That looks like a gray valve though. Let me see. Yeah. So you have your black here, black tank, gray valve. So you have 2 gray tanks and 1 black. So after you dump your black tank, which is toilet water and waste, you can hook your hose right onto here, the hose at the dump station, turn it on, and it'll spray out the tank, it'll clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. So it'll give you a really good, if you clean off your sensors regularly, they'll never get clogged up and you'll be able to get an accurate reading. So that's good. This is where your satellite and cable, campground cable hooks up to. That's a winterizing hose, or port. This is just in case you wanted to purchase a kit for a solar battery charger. This one's made by Zamp Solar. So that's all it is, it's an option. Gray tank valve, and then a gray and a black here. Okay, so you have that. Just so you know, your slide out is something called an Accu slide. There are different types of slide outs. This one's an Accu slide. Okay, you have your power cord here. I showed you the reducer to reduce it down to 20 amps if you need to. This is pre-wired for a backup camera kit. You can see right there. So if you ever want to add that, you can do that. You have a ladder which makes it easy to inspect the roof. The manufacturer states you should inspect the roof every 60 to 90 days. Send somebody up there to check the sealant out. Make sure there's no crack or separation where water can get through. Look at the roofing attachments and roofing material. Make sure there's no damage by, let's say, low branches or road debris, anything like that. Just protect your investment by inspecting it so you know what's happening, okay? That should be part of your regular maintenance. So this is your solar controller. This converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged into shore power, you have 110 AC circuit breakers here, just like you'd see at home, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here, so you got 12 volt fuses and they're all labeled. So that's where the 12 volt comes from. Also, this is a battery tender. So it'll sense how much energy your battery up front on the tongue has and needs, and it'll always send enough amps up there to keep it charged. So when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator and charge line will charge the trailer. When you're plugged in, this solar or this power converter will charge your battery, and of course your solar panel will always be charging it depending on what time of day it is, the weather conditions, that sort of thing, okay? Remember, you have to download that app to take full advantage of that. You just have storage here. Let me get some light here. Hold on one second. Ceiling porch. Okay, so you have your power awning switch here. You can see there's your power awning there, and I'll just extend it a little bit. You can see it right there. Never leave the awning out unattended if you're not going to be at the campsite. Roll it in. This is your slide room switch here, and these are your water heater controls. To light it on gas, like so. To turn on the electric heating element, it's like so. Always make sure there's water in the tank before you turn it on. Your water pump that we talked about, right there, you use this for pumping water from the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. Okay? And then you have your levels. Your battery's charged, fresh water, black. You don't pay attention to black tank number 2 because there's just one in here. So black tank 1, and then gray 1 and gray 2. Gray 1 will be in the bathroom, the sink and the shower, and then gray 2 is your galley tank for your kitchen, okay? Alrighty. So, let's see what we have here. Your thermostat, it works like they all do. You hit the mode button to light it up and then just keep poking it till you get to the mode you want. Whoops. Like I just did. Let me shut it off here. There we go. Okay, so your TV works like any other TV. There's a strap here to strap it in place so it doesn't get damaged when you're traveling down the road. Okay, there's let me reach my hand back here. Okay, it hooks up right there, as you can see. If you're using a satellite dish or something, you have to change that, but just for regular TV, it's already set. Your radio plays AM/FM radio. It plays Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly off your phone or your tablet. It also has a USB drive here, so you can put all your favorite music on a USB and take it with you. You have a HDMI in. Let's say you want to go into the system with like a portable Blu-ray player or something, you can go right in there. It also has 2 speaker zones, 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So it does pretty much everything you need and then some. This is the remote for it here, and this is your TV remote there. Okay, so I don't know if he's got the gas on, so I'm just going to talk you through it either way if he doesn't have it on. But you have 3 burners here in the middle, or 3 knobs for the 3 burners. Then you have the oven knob there, and then this is the sparker. You turn it clockwise to spark it. So let me see if he's got it turned on. No. But if he, well, maybe he does. Maybe it just well, we'll just say he doesn't at this point. Keep in mind, if you change the tank out, air will get in the line, and you have to bleed that air out before it'll light. So it'll take a half a dozen clicks or whatever to get it to start. Right now it's off, so I can't light it, but it's that simple. You just turn this clockwise, okay? The oven's the same way, in that there's a pilot light at the bottom all the way to the back there. So you're going to go to the oven knob, you go to the picture of the flame, then you depress it. Keep it depressed while you're lighting it. You light the pilot light back there. After it lights, you hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Then you're going to go to operating temperature. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, obviously, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. You have a blue light there and then an oven light there. Okay. Always travel with this in the down position. Okay. You have a range hood with a fan and a light. Your microwave works like any other microwave. Okay. This is a GFCI, so there's probably one in the bathroom also. Just keep in mind, every plug in the trailer, including the one on the outside, are wired through a GFCI. So if you're using something outside and you pop it, it's going to be reset inside. All right. So this device here is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green like it is. If it's not green, get it serviced. If it detects carbon monoxide or LP gas, it'll go off. You take everybody outside, you leave the door open, you shut off the appliances, you turn the gas off at the front, and then figure out what's going on, okay? Alright. Okay. The sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. The toilet, like all trailer toilets, sits right over a black tank. There's the flush pedal right there, okay? So you can't use it dry. Dry meaning no water or chemical in the black tank. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, then you're going to put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, then you'll step on this and let at least a gallon of water go into the tank below before you can use it. So you figure at least a gallon of water plus a dose of chemical, then you're all set. If you don't do it, that's considered using it dry, and it'll get clogged up, number one, and it'll smell super bad, number two, or maybe that's number one, I'm not sure. But it's either way, if you do it, you won't do it twice. So always make sure you start off with chemical and water in there, okay? Alrighty, so theater seats. Okay. Got a secret compartment here. Your refrigerator is a 12-volt DC refrigerator, so it runs on 12-volt DC. The thing to remember, it has a compressor like a refrigerator home, so there's really nothing different about it in that sense. But you always want to keep this latch so the doors don't get dinged up when you're traveling. Alrighty, let's see what else we have. I don't see the keys in here yet, so I'll make sure they're in here. Normally we'll have them hanging right here. Okay. And let's see what else we have here. Lights. So the bedroom, the bed will pick up and there's storage underneath it. This is an emergency escape window right here. So you just push it all the way through, grab a hold of the red tab and pull the screen out, and you can escape in an emergency. Right? It also has TV hookups here. Okay. So you have your hookup right here. Obviously you have power. And then you can put a bracket. There's a backing plate here. You can put a swing out bracket that swings out this way so you can see it from while you're laying in bed. So you have that. Alright, so let me look around, see if I forgot anything. Okay. I think that about covers it. So, okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof every 60 to 90 days. That should be part of your regular maintenance. You can't see what's happening on the roof unless you look, so that's why someone has to go up there and look, just to stay ahead of any issues. Okay. And then right now, this is no antifreeze in the system. It's all been purged out and replaced with fresh water. The water tank is full, and the valves on the back of the water tank are in camping mode, so it's all ready for camping season. Never run the water heater without water in the tank. Okay? Thank you very much.